Now live.
Hi.
Hello,
Hold
everybody.
on.
Welcome.
I had to just.
Welcome to multiplayer OpenTTD. With me here is S Eagle.
Yes, unfortunately, I've had my sound settings wrong. I'm good now. Hi.
What? No, Kango, you don't have it on both. Otherwise, you'll hear it over the microphone.
Excuse me.
And then we've got Du kommer aldrig längre än hit. Okay, well then you pronounce it.
Oh god, no! Don't make me speak Swedish because I don't speak Swedish.
Hey, look, you said to my pronunciation, so now you gotta pronounce it better.
I didn't say I could pronounce it myself. I was just saying that yours was wrong.
Okay. And then we've got Sir Robert Bertram Eddington. So this is what the map currently looks like. Red is Slavic Eagle, the green is blue, and the yellow.
Not to be confusing at all.
Green is blue.
And the yellow is me. So I already know exactly what I want to do this stream.
Give up?
Wait, all the land masses claimed by blue?
No, the water is.
Yes.
Ah. So green is blue.
Yeah. So I want to connect that line up over here, and I want to four-track this main line. Those are my main two objectives. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I've been thinking heavily on what I'm going to be focusing on, and I have a battle plan.
Oh
Yeah. Oh, indeed.
Who do we need
Your
to?
stocks shall tremble in fear.
My socks.
Stocks.
I know.
I too am scared of your socks.
God damn it! No! That's not what I said! That's not what I said!
It's not what you said. That's true.
No, it's not.
But it's still funny.
Anyway, right, what's the plan for today?
I already said what my plan is.
I guess you did. Maybe you could say that again so that we know how to what to copy.
Okay, my plan
For
is.
research purposes.
Okay.
Of course.
My plan is to go bankrupt as quickly as possible by doing a whole bunch of terraforming and selling everything that makes money for my company.
Well, you're just copying
So-
what I did last week.
No.
Same result, different strategy.
So who have we got in chat? Do you know?
So look, chat's empty so far, but Moni's watching.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, hello, Moni.
Also, I shan't forget to give these people buses.
But why? Why would you do such a thing? Why would
I
you?
mean, I think a
Yeah.
car would be fine.
Nah.
Really?
Insufficient.
Really,
Well, they'll
Blue?
need their own license to drive it if you give them a bus.
Well, they need it with a car as well. They need their own license.
But you need an extra license. Oh, my tracks don't line up. That is so upsetting.
I mean, you can always fix them.
Well, where would be the fun in that? Just make the train jump. Forest in the way, we'll demolish the trees then, I don't know.
Oh, right, they don't
There
line
used
up
to be
like
a
that.
city
I
in
see.
the way.
How can I get rid of the forest?
Just
You
with-
buy a bulldozer.
1 second. I need to
Buy a bulldozer.
make sure that these buses are already going, and then I'll have a look what the tool's called. You can get rid of them with just the regular, just removal tool, I think.
That's very curious. I tried that, and then it says, I can't clear this area. Unless I have to get rid of the whole thing. No, that just demolished everything but the forest. These trees are indestructible. It's
Like,
alright,
if
we'll
you
just
if you
we'll go around it.
Actually, if you use the bomb tool under landscaping,
Yeah, that's what I was using.
and the trees aren't being removed?
No, these trees are here to stay.
Very strange.
No deforestation here.
Unless it's a forest industry.
Ah, that might be it.
Hmm. Ah.
Unfortunately, we are not going on a bear hunt today, because we cannot go through it.
Okay, so now I need to figure out if actually, do I want this line to? You know what? I think I do want this to have separate platforms. Although do I? See, these are the questions I need to answer myself. I think. Wait, aren't there any buses here? Oh no, I
I
don't
like the
think.
fact that Shreddice is doing all the commentary for my video as well, while I just completely focus on undermining his railway network.
Sure. I'm gonna put a new. Whoops. I need to put a new bus stop over here. Somewhere. There. And that needs to connect to west. Because the trains will have to go through here.
I hope nobody was using that part of the sea.
Of what?
Part of the sea or ocean. I hope nobody was using that.
Oh, have you terraformed a bridge or a dam or something?
Technically speaking, I just cut the Red Sea in half.
Oh, you really took my advice about the whole going bankrupt with terraforming thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ah, okay,
It cost
good.
me like 5 million.
Oh, that little.
I mean, it's just for a 2-track mainline.
Oh
Ah.
gosh, you did. Why didn't you do a pretty bridge? I looked up and I thought, who's building tracks right above me? I didn't place those tracks.
It
And
must
then
be.
I go further up the map and... Gosh.
It must be the local
Yeah.
authority.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
It's called a direct rail link. It's gonna be upgraded to high speed as soon as possible. I'm just connecting my airports because I know the planes will get absolutely overcrowded eventually, and very quickly, and very soon as well. So I'm kind of just preparing for that, I guess.
It's December 1980.
Is the rate at which the planes will get overcrowded directly inverse proportionally related to their capacity times their speed?
Whatever you just said, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, I see.
Please put that table back. I liked it where it was.
That was a chair, darling.
Please take the table away and disassemble it. And return it to IKEA. Oh, that's a different mainline. Oh, whose mainline is? Oh, it's a green. Nice. Okay, I just got my testing hands on a second APT unit. I love that we have 2 British train mods. Makes things way more complicated than they need to be.
It really does.
It's absolute madness, and I love it.
Okay,
No, that's the wrong line.
so now,
Actually, that wasn't the wrong line for that train.
so hold on. Where do these trains go? Oh wait, those are the HSTs. They go all the way from up there. How many of my HSTs are actually, you know, moving?
HSTing.
I guess I'm not very age.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna... Actually, all of them are now. The only issue there is... I need to make this a 4-track mainline. But that was already my plan, so that's good. First, however, I need to get trains moving on this
Oh my
line.
Gosh. That's the third APT. Wait, what? I thought we had only 2 mods. What is going on? Why do I have 3 APT units in my testing?
Are they all prototypes or some experimental?
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
In
I
real
think
life,
they're all the actual things.
okay. Because IRL there were 2 different ones. The APT prototype, APT-P, also known as the class 370, has actually briefly entered service, I believe. However, the experimental one, which had the bogies between the carriages, like with the really tall
The
silver.
the French approach.
I think so. Yeah, the silver blue one. That one. I'm not sure if it actually properly entered service, but I can send pictures of both.
What livery should I paint my EMU in this game? I've got Southwest Trains, Southern, Connex, Southwest Trains again, Network
Southern.
Southeast, Southern.
Yes.
Here we
Okay.
go. Southern did actually have slam doors.
Well, if it's Thameslink, they don't have doors that work at all.
Whoops, that's not what I want.
I saw your images. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, it got me £3.80, or it should get me £3.80, so I'm not complaining too much.
Are you sure?
Although I am very worried about next week because I know what they're like when it comes to cancelling trains. And, well, if I can't get that last train home, I'm going to have a very, very long night.
Oh. I see.
Well, the last train back to Brighton is at 1 in the morning. Then there's one other train at 2, which only goes as far as 3 bridges. So,
What
if
about
I
like
miss the one...
what
Sorry,
a-
go ahead.
What about like having a National Express as a backup plan or something? Or maybe just going with National Express in the first place?
Well, I don't have to pay any more for my train ticket. That's the thing.
Ah,
So
right, of course.
if I have to get a coach, I probably would. But my plan is, if I miss the 1 o'clock train, I'll get the 2 o'clock train to 3 Bridges, but get off at Gatwick. At which point, I can either decide if I want to buy a coach ticket, or if I want to spend 7 hours sitting around in the airport terminal until the next train.
I see.
Okay, my train has now officially departed the depot.
Okay.
I really am not sure whether these trains are in actuality unbunching or not. Because it's a really long line, and there are 2 of them that are right behind each other.
Okay, this type of music for it.
Sorry, what?
Just thinking out loud, pretty much. Because I have to test 3 APTP trains, and testing 2 units now, and I need to get the 3rd one out and running as well.
I am glad to hear that the incorrectly spelled Leyland Olympian is now available,
How is it spelled? Oh yeah. I
with
see
an
it
I
now.
instead of a Y.
Oh, I see it. Oh yeah.
I am leaving an angry review.
Understandable.
Is it? Wow.
Huh.
They missed
Who
an
knew?
Olympian.
Alright.
Can't do that.
I have all 3 units now running. Now let's grow this down so that I can get more passengers. The big laughter.
I mean, if you want to grow some of the towns that I'm already servicing as well, I'd
yeah,
be fine with
absolutely.
that.
That's
Yeah.
one of them. I was specifically doing it for my gain. I guess you're just collateral damage. Or collateral gain. No, wait, this cannot transport mail. Ooh. Shit. I think what I might do is to just have the passengers take the trains and then transport mail by plane.
I think what I might do is just have the passengers take the trains. And then they run
Yeah.
off with them.
I just imagine an entire APT unit just being disassembled and taken away.
Benny Hill theme.
Yeah, this will definitely grow while I see. The town on Shared Ice's network.
Wellesley Junction.
Well, they got the heliport as well.
Is it on the roof?
No,
Ah, pity.
I wasn't able to King's Crossify it. That's all connected. Oh yeah, that's good.
Wonderful. Also in the OpenTTD chat I posted 2 pictures of the APT prototype and the APT experimental. 1 picture
Yeah,
each.
I think I got all of the P units.
Okay.
See.
You peed on the train?
Oh no.
Not yet.
I mean, some trains have toilets.
I thought kind of all passenger trains had them, don't they? Surely it's like a requirement, one would
Pacers
think.
too?
Oh, well, I don't know. At least all the ones here do.
Oh.
You put Pacers?
No, I meant all the
Okay.
trains have toilets.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Mail.
Which reminds me of the time I accidentally, well, I say accidentally, it was unlocked, so I pressed the button to open it. It's like one of the big disabled ones, so the big circular door that slides open. It slides open, and I just see them there standing, having a wee, and I just pressed that button to close it straight away.
Well,
You should have locked it.
Yeah, true.
probably yes. Why will the buses not work properly?
Why should they? Why should they work for you when you pay them so little?
Hey, I'm not in charge of the wages. I literally cannot change them.
But they don't even ask much for wages.
Ha ha ha.
They only want fair
Oh,
shares.
come on, just get out of the loop. There we go.
Out of the loop. But they don't want to be out of the loop.
Okay, finally I was able to extend the bridge.
Okay. Come on, take off so I can demolish this.
Demolishing the airports.
Yeah, so that I can build a bigger one. No, I don't want Dennis R. I don't want the Leylight Tiger either. Thank you very much.
They're
Your
great
gifts are
coaches.
appreciated but not welcome. Or whatever, I don't know. Ooh, new refinery.
What?
Let's make this a little bit easier for my boats. The more area sail through. Is it worth cutting a canal in here?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, there absolutely is.
C told you it would be.
See?
It's not worth it, is it?
Yeah, definitely. It's some kind of a sea. Might be worth cutting a bit more around the place as well.
Of course it is.
Alright, new
Oh,
oil bowl. Come here, come to Papa.
Ah, I see where...
Yokohama tanker.
Huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yokohama tankers. Come here. You, 2 of them. Bye. Now sail away, my boats. Bring me oil.
Wait, are you playing as the United States all this time?
That's why we all drive on the right hand
Sure
side.
seems like it. I'm okay. I
You
promise.
sure?
Absolutely. We're having way too much fun. Heli depot, let's do this. Let me put a heli depot. Let's put a heli depot in Bermondsey. Why not?
I can't think of a single good reason. Why not?
Oh, wrong airport. Sorry, wrong oil field.
Same thing, really.
Same thing, really.
Oh, we've got an APT as well, look at that.
Do you have anything flying to here? I don't. Oh yeah, I do. That's right, that one. Haha.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look and see what the performance difference is like with the APT.
You think it's gonna lag that much?
I don't mean game performance.
Oh, okay.
So where is it?
See, I thought,
APT.
before you said APT, I thought you were talking about Minecraft.
Oh wow. I mean, wait, is that a set or is that just the locomotive?
If you buy
one of them
LT.
is a set. I think that's the experimental that I'm running right now. The other 2 is something you have to build yourself. One of them takes high-speed coaches. The other one, I think. I don't know which ones.
Because the one I've got, the Brel APT, has running
Yeah.
costs of nearly £65,000 a year.
Yeah, that one is more realistic.
That's probably the set then, I would imagine.
No,
That's just the car, the
that's
power
not the
car.
set. That's just the end cars. Yeah.
Huh.
If you have the BR Class 370 electric, that is another set, much cheaper with higher reliability as well. But you have to build it yourself,
No need.
and it has
Well-
it only takes a specific amount of cars as well.
Hmm. I think I'm just gonna stick with the
And-
HSTs at the moment because they only cost me a little bit over 6k.
Hmm.
You do it like Midland
I
Mainland
have to
then.
admit, I have a little bit too many of these.
Moni says, Sharon, is you're at the bottom of your face, Cam.
Yes.
Well observed, Melanie. Thank you.
These bad boys need to be unbunched. Problem is, they all look identical. I don't know which ones this says that I am testing and which ones are not, but they're costing me money and I need to get rid of some of them.
You can't tell them apart.
It's fine. Just keep them all.
Give them all. I mean, technically, I'm making enough money just from the oil to keep myself afloat.
For that.
I have enough
Was-
money to
was-
to just completely lay tracks around the map and buy APTs if I wanted to.
Was that a deliberate pun?
Which one?
That you're making enough money from your oil to keep yourself afloat? Because oil floats on water and you're using boats.
I didn't even realize.
It's brilliant.
Okay, what's not so brilliant is that I'll have to redesign this bit a bit.
BGR said, hello.
Hello.
Testing, testing.
Okay.
Also, the APTE, actually, there is actually a model of that you can buy. I'm not sure if it's still in production now, but they did actually include speculative liveries which it may have worn, which it never,
Might have.
It never did, but because it never caught on, and it wasn't a success in the end. But if it was a success, they sell the model in the HST, like the blue and grey with the yellow on the front. They've also got Intercity Swallow and a couple more, I think. It looks really strange because you're only used to seeing the HST in those liveries, but the train, like the shape of the trainers looks different.
Minimap, come to rescue. I want oil refinery. There's one up here.
Ah, yes, the mini map.
Mine. Terraform this entire land. Goodbye, Peninsula. We don't need you here.
Okay, I mean, that would have been something that might have been useful to me, but I'm currently, since we can't pause the game, or at least since we're not pausing the game, I really just need to finish my line improvements as soon as possible, and I don't have time to mess around with replacing trains to test new rolling stock at the moment, so
You
yeah.
don't have time to mess around, period. Just period.
The end.
How did I get here?
Hey, we're not playing Minecraft.
The small little bear.
He's dead.
The end.
Oh, and I need to...
Also, if anyone's interested, you can have a look on. Hold on Discord. There's an image of those two liveries. Look at that, Intercity Swallow and Intercity Blue Grey on the APTE. Look at that. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, so I have that sorted out. Chips, oil. Give me all the oil you can provide. Dear ship, provide me with Thai oil.
Vijay
Oh,
says,
I-
Lisa, can
Aw.
you see my messages? Yes, I saw two of your messages. The testing one and that one.
Aw, Eagle, I had no idea you were into shipping.
I don't know if this is better or worse. Shut up. Okay.
Okay, there is no way that I'm gonna be able to get two more platforms in here. I'll just have to put in a second station, which is gonna be really expensive.
Nothing is impossible, my dear. Believe.
Well, yeah, but I don't really want to. I mean,
You don't really want to believe.
in past games, I did just
We don't
bulldoze
want-
everything to build the stations right in the middle of the city, but this time around I'm trying not to do that as much. So I'm building a second station instead. See?
No, I'm blind.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah? Think so? Try being blind.
No.
No. Damn. I guess he said no.
I guess not.
This is ridiculous.
It is a bit.
Just a bit. To worry about.
I think I'll need to add another bus stop to connect Bootle Halt.
Bootle.
Bootle.
Water canals are definitely the most expensive thing to build.
Oh, is that why
not
you're
that
building
much.
so many of them?
I mean, I've got the liquid gold, so to say.
Dynasty and Delight. VGR says, Elisa, I gotta report this to Madame Herta. Seems like her system is working. Just dropped in here to give you guys some updates. Go on then. Okay.
I can get those. Well, hell yeah. Give me all your oil.
Oh, Eagle. I'm crossing
Yeah?
over your line now again as well. You crossed over my line, and now I'm crossing over your line. That crosses over my line.
If
Over-
you want me to make the bridge longer, I can.
No,
I
it's
don't
fine.
mind.
It's fine. Over at Biggles Wade. I have no idea how I'm gonna. Actually, I think I'm just gonna. Do we really need to go to Norwich with the other line as well? Like, is that necessary, or is that more of an optional sort of thing?
Yes. Okay, I need to connect what? These oil fields down here with a helicopter.
A hell what?
A Helicopter.
Helicopter.
Ah. See, that's what I thought you said.
Elisa says, we have safely returned from Idonia and Styxia. Unfortunately, with one less. I won't go into details, but our friend Castoris is no longer in this realm. She's in the nether.
In the nether.
In the nether.
Looking for some nether wart, I assume.
Probably. Moni says, face cam down.
What?
Face cam down. You cut off at the bottom.
I didn't change anything about it. I think maybe that turned a bit. And there we go. Yeah. Over time it does.
Oh no,
It does
the
that.
Paradise. It's been cut off.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's never nice when
Mm.
someone gets.
God damn it. This is getting ridiculous.
Yes. BGR says,
Yep.
Elisa, yeah, the place she's at is called the Netherrealm. Mary says, better.
Good.
BGR says, I just call it the Nether.
Makes sense.
Sharadise, I recommend you not look at the operating profit graph.
I just did.
There's many.
The reason why mine's dipped again is because in my rebuilding efforts, I had to remove the passing loops that allowed the HSTs to pass the mail trains, which are significantly slower, because I'm adding another extra dedicated 2 lines, which means that until this is finished, they're going to be in each other's ways. So that explains that. It was expected.
Ah.
Yeah, BGR. I mean, there are plenty of names for that. There's the Nether, there's the Netherrealm, there's the Netherlands, there's a bunch of them. BGR
There's the,
says,
yeah.
BGR says, Elisa, she's not dead. On the contrary, she's a demigod now.
I hate when that happens.
Oh. Luck. You. Stay on me.
Okay, we're almost there. Almost. Am I okay? Yeah, I've got to just. Ahem.
There we go. Wow.
What?
Right. Okay, but I don't have ships coming here, do I? No.
Yes, you do. It's fine.
To the oil fields. Trrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr come across as well as I wanted to. Just imagine I did the Batman tune.
Ah.
I don't want you to go to the dock. I want you to go to the oil field, then to the dock. Load it, everything. Yeah. Boom. Boom. And the next one. Oil field, dock. Full load.
Okay, now I need to put in signals.
Oh, where's the tries to say hello?
Hello.
Your GP9 looks great. The black with the zebra stripes, absolutely lovely. And the RS3 cab, so nice, honestly.
Yeah.
And the PBR, of course. VGR says, Elisa, while we were gone over here in Akima, Professor Anaxa really kicked the hornet's nest. Won't go into details since it's rather political, but he tricked the government of Akima into revealing themselves as corrupt.
I mean, is that really a big revelation at this point?
All in a day's work, I guess.
Wait, why do... Oh, haha! That was fun. Because I did the control drag thing to place the signals. And then on one side, they went all the way to over the bridge into the next station. On the other side, they just stopped. Turns out, I accidentally had a junction in there, which stopped them. So that's one way of finding that out. Actually, quite a good way of finding that out, I think, as opposed to some other ways.
6, 7.
Huh?
No.
Class 67?
No, 767. Boing.
I don't know that one. Oh, the Boeing, okay. VGR says,
Yeah.
Elisa, whatever. What's important is that Flame Chase Journey is in its final stages. We only have one core flame left to retrieve.
I do not know what that means, and that's okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You guessed
Oh, that's a
it.
sawmill.
You guessed it. We not have to get Aquila's core flame. That's right. We gotta fight. I'm the biggest bird. We now have. Okay. We now have to get Aquila's core flame. Okay. That's right. We gotta fight. I'm the biggest bird. Okay. I still know what that means, really. But the core flame. I don't know what that is, but who knows? Guessing you do. Where's the tries? How are you doing?
How did your trains driving session end up going?
Very relaxed. Oh, that's nice. I've got a 4.5.
I know, but again, same as
the
before.
210 and 37.
Same as before.
37's 23 years old by this point. It's from
Maybe.
1960.
Yeah, but
Maybe-
it's a subclass 4.
Probably- oh,
yeah, it's
probably,
the
yeah.
refurbishment.
Okay.
Yep.
VGR says that we now have Elisa Fat Finger the key again. The soul, basically. Okay, I see. Waste to Try says, I like Midwestern Rails. Think I may try to make my own spreadsheet for that one. Ooh,
Ah,
interesting.
well, I'm sure it'll turn out great.
Lovely. VGR says, anyway, for now, Hyacinth and Dan Heng have found some things contained in Professor Anaxa's research about Aquila.
Sure. Okay, so that is better. Still not ideal, but better. I think I'll need to have them either on dedicated lines
Or not in dedicated lines.
that can go straight over there, straight in there. I can get to everywhere. This one can get in everywhere. So leaving this way, go there, can go there. That one can get everywhere. This one
3 diamonds.
can get everywhere. That one can also. I think that that's fine. Because they need to get to all the different
Okay. Traps.
platforms.
BGR says. Elisa. Hyacinth believe using what we gather from there we can beat. But preparations are gonna take some time. So for now we can only lick our wounds and get ready for the next fight.
Well, there you have it.
Okay.
Okay, so they we've got more tracks now available, except for these 2 little bits, one there, one there. Now I just need to make sure that the HSTs use the correct ones. Where are the junctions where they have to connect? Okay, so we've got... Okay, I need to put them in here. And I can't put them where the... Oh, that's slightly annoying. I guess I'll have to make this be a little bit sharper then, because the waypoints, the signal boxes, can't go in diagonals, of course, so yeah, gonna have to mess around with this a little bit. Okay, and then put the signal boxes on here. Ooh, oh no, those are all the same waypoint. I need to make them be separate waypoints. Well, actually, I only need them on one direction, so one there, one there. So those ones force the trains onto the platforms on that side, and then that's all separated until it gets to over here. And over here, I should be able to just put 2 there. Okay. And that's all separated. Okay, that's all fine until it gets to over here, where it then joins together and then separates over here once more, which means I need 2 there. Then it joins together, separates again, which means I need 2 there. And then it just all joins back together, so that's fine in that direction. Going the other way, I'll have 2 there. And then there and there. Ah, here it's a little tricky. So what's everybody else up to?
Reading chat when there's more messages.
Ships,
Ships.
boat,
I see.
all the boats.
How about you, Blue?
Making all the money.
Trains aren't training.
Mm-hmm.
Saving on training. What?
Well, yes, we're not training our train drivers to train.
Ah. Are you training them with buses instead?
I don't even know what we're training them with.
Mm-hmm. Are you training them?
Imagination.
Okay. Right, I've got to read chat. There's quite a lot built up. Oh, sorry. Little ones, yes. Where's the try says, this map looks very green and lush. Does that have any relation to gameplay or is it just cosmetic?
It's, well, depending on the tile set you use, it does have different industries normally, but you can mess around a lot with the game settings and change
Concord.
things.
Yeah. It just whizzed past. Anyway, VGR says, Elisa, in other news, Marchie is alive but still frozen. Madame Black Swan said she lived, but cannot tell what happened to her. She's only got a hypothesis that she has yet to confirm. Waste the Try says, artsy lads of crazy fast planes.
Yep, those are eagles.
The Concords, yeah.
Okay,
It's 1984, so they're still in service.
so
Lignon.
Bladen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna make them go
Yes?
on the inner track.
Small chat. Vigian says, Elisa, Madame Herter has joined us on the Amphorious Surface 2 as a test of her mirrors of transcendence, and she hypothesized it could be used for data transmission too. I'm currently watching the stream by one of those things. Anyway, I must go now. I have to let Madame Herter know her hypothesis was correct. I think I'll be back by mid/late May, just in time for summer.
Sure, nice. Have
Would
fun.
it would have been funny if you had said just in time for supper. Place to try says, I'm all ready for bed.
Nice.
That's nice indeed.
Okay, so then after it goes there, after St. David's West, needs to go on that. Wait, no, not that one. It needs to stay on that one. St. David's West. Okay, I am just once I've finished setting up all the waypoints, I'm just gonna have to have a look around, just follow a train around and make sure that it goes to all the right places, because it's just confusing. Now, did it come around? Yeah, it must have come around the bottom one here. Now here, it crossed over once. Actually, I'm gonna do this bit the other way around. This is
Oh, wrong people.
this is so confusing. Okay, so this is the train coming in. It's supposed to go on that side, which means just before we get... No, after... Hold on, no, that's for outgoing. It's so confusing.
Why is it this one? Oh, but there it is.
Okay, so it goes
You
straight through,
Clone.
which means before we
I don't want
get
the face,
to
sir.
Bootle, we need to go past that one. And that stays on top, right? Yes?
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so after that it goes down to the bottom one.
Yes. Good.
Then it goes back to the...
Okay, I need to read
Shop
chat, sorry.
phone.
I need to read chat. Elisa, she's leaving. Anyway, see you all later. Bye! New message, huh? Elisa, huh? No disconnection message. Strange. I'm very, very, very curious. Good night.
Good night.
Always try, says. Taking train to Manchester next weekend to see friends. Gotta get away a little yet, not too far. Okay. Yes, sounds nice. Is that far away?
Mirror number 3. Okay, so this should theoretically be fine. I hope.
This is fine.
Yeah, because I already put that one in. Now I just need to find a HST that's on one end of the line. Oh, I think this one's... No, that one's just departed. Well, I mean... Okay, so it's just departed and it's clearly on the correct line. So now I'll just have to follow this around and see where it goes. Also, I need to do some more grouping. And I need to make sure that the other trains go on the other lines.
Right, yeah.
So train line, where are you going? You're going St. David's to Alderley. St. David's to Alderley. Oops. And I need to rename that slightly. STDA. And this is at 100% capacity. We all know what that means.
Instruction.
What?
No, cutting services.
More services.
But that's not very British of you.
I know, it's... I mean, my trains also drive on the right because of server settings anyway, so...
Fair enough.
There goes the immersion. Wasted Tries says, in perception, Manchester isn't that far from Oxford, but I'm not from England, so perhaps that's not how locals think about it. Oh, I see.
No, Manchester and Oxford are nowhere near.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the scale of the United States, everything's really close together, of course.
Yeah. That makes sense. Your perception of it makes sense, but if you've always lived in the UK and that's like the entire world for you, then that's a lot further. It feels a lot further away than it actually is. Maybe if you see it next to the United States and how big a state is there, like it makes sense. I see that. Oxford.
Okay, so these trains are in need of...
Here is...
of change. I think the easiest thing to do would be to just get rid of the entire schedule and reprogram them from start. Yes, they'll get lost a bit, but they'll find their way back. It's just gonna be faster. Okay, so now the HSTs went on that line, so you need to go on that line instead. So now you're on the up line, which curves up and over. Now you're going past the special bottom station, which means it curves around this way.
Might as well.
Right, and then that needs to go up top and in. Wait,
I feel like I'm from the Netherlands.
hold on. Why did that... Hold on, HST... Are you going via St. David's 2? No. St. David's West, and then St. David's Waypoint, not St. David's Waypoint 2, and yet I saw it go past Waypoint 2. Huh?
Wait, hold on. How did I pause the game? It's not my intention, sorry. Accidentally pressed the button that I didn't know pause the game.
Oh.
So West 2, and then... No.
Oh, someone using
St. David's
chat
West.
per day.
Hello, welcome.
5300. Welcome in. How are you?
Wait, and then... Where was it? That's Min... Oh, hold on, up there. So
the
it went
fifth subdivision of the class 37.
2, which means it's on the top.
It's 1985.
And here... Is it gonna go in Raygate or not? I think this was the bottom one. Yeah, because that's the new one that it's on, which at this point is the bottom one, which means it needs to go via Raygate 2.
Do you mean Reigate?
Reigate.
Yeah, but-
Reigate.
Yeah, but it's by her
Why,
screen.
mate?
Yeah, but it's by her screen.
Well, in real life, it kind of is. Well, not near, but on the wasted try scale of nearness, it's next door.
It's sort of in the same country.
And then it needs to go around the bottom loop. I just hope that this will actually work. Okay. So, once they all know which lines they're supposed to go on... Oh, they're 90% full. Interesting. Ooh, that's not a good placement. We've got the 90-degree turns turned off, yeah? For trains?
Yeah.
Okay, so in which case that really was not a very good placement. Although, to be fair, I did mean to place it one tile over. Okay, so those are 9... Okay, that's good. These are... Wait, why are you lost? Why are you lost? Okay, and I just need to follow a HST around and see what happens. Actually, in fact, I don't need to follow one around. I can just clone a new one. Haha. Well, actually, actually, there's one anyway, but I wanted a new one anyway, so that's good. Okay, so this HST should be able to get everywhere where it's needing to go. No, what?
Should
Hold
a
on,
support
stop.
sentence.
Where do you think you're going? You need to go to Bladen East. Okay, Bladen East. Just right in front of you. Now go.
Yep. I just demolished that bridge. Go away. Let me build a station.
Oh.
Too spread out. No, it's not. Damn it.
Okay, so let's see.
To get those valuables.
So what are you gonna bet? Is it gonna find its way correctly, or is it gonna get horrendously lost?
It's gonna get lost, crash, and burn.
Well, I've got signals everywhere, so it won't crash unless the AI's built a road grade crossing that's not in my design.
Well, you never know.
But do you?
I can easily sabotage you.
You've got a lot of buses,
Yes.
right? That rely on a working road infrastructure within your cities, yes?
I like your thinking, sir. Unfortunately for you, I have more money.
Yes, but you've also got more to lose from bus income.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe,
definitely.
Maybe no. Maybe those 6 swans will fly by without any major issues. You don't know.
Could be.
Right, I did that, but I'm mildly stupid. Where's the bank? There's the bank. Give me your valuables.
Now the question is, are these actually getting up to 125 miles per hour on this stretch or not?
There's 2 banks here? Oh my gosh, there are! Wow. Where's the second one? I'm looking at it. Oh, there it is. Please, don't mind me dying.
I do mind, actually. How inconsiderate of you.
I'm terribly sorry to disappoint. I don't know why I'm dying. Don't question that. I have no idea. It just happens.
Can't you pick another time to die?
I've tried, but unfortunately I'm busy other times.
Yeah, like you're booked the entire next week.
Yeah. I am.
Hold on, what's wrong with this train?
Death comes knocking at your door and just like,
Do I have
Steven
boats here?
doesn't really work with me.
Just
Oh.
one more
have
turn.
boats.
Wait, what? Ah, that's...
Well, we better
Okay,
call
there we
it
go.
There.
Fittingly, I've got a message. Coma is lost.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's because I've named all my vehicles after things to do in space, and there's also a space thing called coma. I haven't named it after deadly illnesses and disease and death and misery.
Okay.
What
That's for
about...
next time.
What about brain damage?
Brain damage.
Yes.
Well,
What?
that's
Where?
just the name of the company.
Did I have some?
Hmm. See. Well, actually, this train
No.
is completely full. What's the capacity? 76. 84.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Can't believe this worked. Holy cow! I feel like a genius.
Okay, those ones are at 100% capacity, so I need more of those trains. I guess it's just gonna be time to see if the trains will, if the setup works now, and let some trains run and see how things go, I suppose. What do you mean you can't find a way to go? Of course you can find a way to go. Where are you trying to go? See, that's the issue. It's trying to go to the...
Wait, hold on.
It needs to go to the station that it's designed to go to first, and then it'll find its way.
There we go. Oh my gosh. Look at the operating profit graph. Holy cow. What's going on? That is some interesting developments.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you get when most of your trains are stuck and not doing anything.
Ah, yes.
Although now they should be flowing a bit better. I'm currently testing to see if they're finding their way properly now. Because then I will have a functional 4-track mainline, except for a few little bits where there really just isn't enough space. And then I can also attach freight to that, which will be good because thus far I've only got passengers and a bit of mail. Also, I've realized that on most stretches the HSTs don't get up to 120 miles an hour, so I might be better off replacing them with the EMUs again.
Yeah. I agree on that.
Yeah. Oh, why did you not stop here? Hold on. After cross whatever. Hold on. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Where's this waypoint?
Somewhere. Maybe.
That's that one.
I hope you'll find it.
Oh, I think that's on the wrong side. I think it needs to be like that. Goes to that waypoint, then to the... Yeah, so now it's going to the waypoint first, then the station, then that station, then that waypoint. Okay, so that should work a bit better now, hopefully. That would explain why some of them got lost. And by some of them, I mean all of them. 2 more of these trains. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna let that run for a while and see how things go. I've got an idea. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a funny idea. Should I do the funny idea or not?
Building a metro to the oil field.
Not a metro. But maybe a freight connection. I mean, I might as well.
You've got the money.
Well, I've got some money. Okay.
There's no other way to describe this, but Simul's is a clusterfuck.
What? Which town?
C Mills.
Where is the... Hold on, I'll search for it.
It's essentially like, I won't say in the middle of my network, but like in the top part of the map, in the middle of my network. In there.
Oh. Yeah, I can see what you mean.
It's good. Wait, Am I transporting out of here? Should be.
Oh, what's
Where's the
happening
ship?
here? Where are you going? Okay, well, actually... Oh, what hold? Why are the HSTs in that
Oh my
line?
gosh. Christ.
I guess because they tried to turn around. That makes sense. Because they had the orders in the wrong way. Okay, that'll work. Like that. Then I'll need the crossovers, which actually means that this will need to go one further out. Because otherwise that'll be a 90-degree turn. The funny thing is, if you've got a whole bunch of trains that happen to be fully loaded but just go back and forth because they're stuck all the time, then that also counts as them being at 100% capacity. Hold on, I've got to check. Okay, you're trying to go this way. Why can you not? When this one's cleared the signal block, will it go? Yes, okay, good. I have no idea if this new line will function correctly or not. We'll see. I suppose I could, well no, since it's only such a short distance, I might as well give it its own line for it anyway. It's not going to be that expensive for this bit. Okay, signals. And that should go all the way down to here. I'll remove that signal and that signal and that one and that one. Just so that the trains won't stop on the junctions, because I've definitely made that mistake in the past before. Hold on, why are you not knowing, why do you not know where to go? Where are you trying to get to? Hold on. You're trying to get to Milne Row waypoint, which is... Wait, where is that? Wait, where are you trying to get to? Which direction are you coming from?
Okay, getting ridiculous.
Glasgow Hurston. Cross Milne Row. Milne Row waypoint. Yes, that is correct. But it's going north, which means it's on its return journey. So I'm just gonna send it all the way up to the beginning of the line. There we go. How's the other train? Okay, they're 67% full. These ones are really not that as full as I would have expected.
Oh, these guys can take more passengers. God damn it.
I guess I did add a couple last time. These ones are really full.
I don't understand why these trains keep going the wrong way.
Where?
There's no reason for that. At Hastings East, the green ones should go straight on, and then the blue ones should go
Let me
southbound.
find Hastings East.
I mean, it's a mess because I've been trying to fix it.
Okay, so... Okay, so the thing is, when you tell a train to go to a station, it will go to any free platform, irrespective of if it will actually be able to continue on in the correct direction from that platform. So...
Well, that is very silly, I think.
If you want a train to go onto a specific platform or a specific set of platforms, you need to put a waypoint in front of that set of platforms that can only reach those platforms, and then tell the train, okay, go to that waypoint and then go to the station, so that it can't even reach the other platforms after the waypoint. So that's what's causing issues there.
All right, thank you. I mean, to me, it makes sense, the idea of if you want to go on to Bradford, you have to use the track that takes you to Bradford.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that that does make sense, but that's not how the AI in this game works for the trains.
The AI is silly. We should get rid of it all.
Have fun with that.
I will.
And I will buy more trains. Da-ding. Okay, so in terms of what time is it? Okay, we've got about over half an hour left. So I guess what I'm looking for is like a class 37 maybe. Like, how fast do the oil tankers go?
The boats?
No, the train cars. That one's 75. Welded tank wagon.
The fastest is 128 kilometers per hour. So it's like 75 miles per hour, I think. Which is pretty good, honestly.
Got tankers here. 40, 50, 60, 80.
Hold on, what if I use the HST for mail?
Well, that's... one second. I need to quickly mute for a little bit. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Bag. Right, so...
Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of chat. Oh, I missed that. Sorry, wasted tries. Sorry, Manny. I was distracted. Hold on. Where was I? Mary.
Yes.
Wasted tries says the train is lost. Darjeeling Limited. It's always tough competition between bus, train, and Concorde.
Yes.
Okay.
The classic.
Yes, it is.
The classic trio.
Eagle
must be doing incredibly well because I don't hear any swearing, like none at all.
I don't swear on Shared Icy stream, at least.
Well, you can't say that.
Not that my hey, I'm not going full on out like I do on my stream.
Yeah, I mean, in comparison, yes. In comparison, yes.
Right.
Hey, this stream I swore only once.
Okay. I didn't keep track, but sure.
Per the rules of the PG-13, I'm allowed one F-bomb and I've used it.
Every how many minutes?
For one stream.
Okay.
Oh, it's past 9 PM anyway.
Yeah, it's not like this is showing on BBC One or whatever.
Imagine these streams on BBC One.
I'd tune in.
Wasted Try says, wonder if they ever considered building a 2-track line out to the North Sea instead of all platforms. Would be interesting. Moses Kangaroo Chat isn't doing it. Wasted Try says, especially regulators often look at utilization when considering new lands or whether to upgrade or discontinue existing lands. This isn't because they're dumb, it's just that this data is hard to manipulate and regulators feel they face information asymmetry and high uncertainty when evaluating proposals from operators. Okay. The AI is listening, be careful what you say.
Okay, 2 new trains have been purchased.
Just 2?
Yes. It's not that long of a line, and it's a long train each. I mean, each train has a capacity of 84,535 gallons of oil. And it's not that far of a distance.
I don't do oil.
Where you
I
are
only do
tapping into
people.
the oil survey.
Sorry, what?
Where are you tapping in? Where are you tapping into my gold oil?
Everywhere.
Oh my gosh, I see it. I like how you skip one refinery to go for the other one just so that you can get a little bit more
Yes.
money out of the transport.
Yes. I mean, hey, if you've got the choice.
Fair enough.
Also-
How am I having mail here? But I'm not supposed to be transferring. Why is there
I
mail
think
on
some
this
of the
station? Go
some
away.
of the some of the power cars might transport mail.
Oh shit. That's a problem then. I cannot have a mail train on the high speed line. I don't have high speed mail services. What? Please not yet. I need to wait more for newer cargo cars. Oh no, you don't.
Other messages in chat.
Couple. Mr. Trow says, Kanga, not to be tiresome, you skipped one message. I was responding to Sharda's comment about utilization. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about that. It said, wasted try. Also, please do point it out, because if I miss a message, it's never deliberate. And I do want to read all messages, so if I have missed something, please do point it out. So I would appreciate that. So thank you. Also, try says before. Yes, for network's capacity, utilization is often considered as a performance metric, but it can be quite misleading.
Yeah. Oh right, because I said that if they're stuck in then they're at capacity even if they're not really. If they are stuck and slow.
So a message might not make sense without that preamble is all. Okay. Should we read it again?
No, I got the message.
You got the gist of it. Okay.
Well, no, I got the meaning,
You got
not
it.
just the gist.
Good.
Okay.
Thanks. Yes, it's alright.
Where's the depot for this track? Oh, it's there. Go to the depot.
It is. Nice of you to read all these. Nice, okay. I do enjoy it. I was just distracted with something else, so I missed all the messages because I was covering the chat. I just forgot about it. But yeah.
Right. So with them being separated, my trains are now functioning better and better, which is good. Although I'm still not entirely sure that the HSTs are really warranted on that line, given how many stops there are. But I think this one's just gone up to 115, and then there's already the next station. I'll leave them on there for now, because they are working. And so I'm going to focus on expanding the network a bit more instead.
I told that train to go through the waypoint and it did not.
Wow.
Maybe it was just... Oh, hang on, no, it's going back. That's alright. I think it was just sort of in the middle of instructions. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm slowly fixing it, train by train.
This tiny little town, Fort Matilda, has 500 people living in it. It's only a tiny little town.
It's not really tiny, is it?
Well, on the map. Look at Fort Matilda.
Wow. Maybe it's got underground housing.
Fort Matilda is roughly the same size as Preece. Like, on the map.
319. third rail.
I mean, they're all very nice, but I don't have a use for it currently. The ones
You've
that
got the
I've...
class 90!
Yeah, but I don't have overhead stuff at the moment.
Do you want them?
Not at the moment. You can
They're
have them
really
if you...
good, the class 90s.
Yeah, you can have them you can have them if you like. At the moment I want to focus on freight a bit, on like adding freight and connecting a few more little towns to the main lines that I've got, and that locomotive would not be useful for either of those tasks. And it's also the infrastructure is not in place to utilize it. So, yes.
Eh.
I am, however, going to implement a... Actually, hold on. Should I put in a train or bus? I guess I could put in a train that connects West
Virginia.
No, West Horton, West Horton, and Dolwydden, Dillan. That's a Welsh name. I have no idea how that's pronounced. And then that loops up around Urdridge, and then Fort Matilda, and then up to Crossmyloof. Crossmyloof, yes, of course. The famous town of Crossmyloof. Probably is famous, but... Right, so... In which case... Am I gonna need... No, I'm not gonna need more platforms than that. I'm just... 2 should be fine. By the way, yes, I've got my oil trains pinned so that I can see when they finally make their first delivery. Yeah, I think, well, actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go for a little bit of aesthetics here. I'm gonna add a bit more land to the land. And then I'm going to come around there. Interesting.
What's up?
Well, I mean, so my profit my profit in 1986 was about 2.8 million pounds, and my profit this year was about 10 million pounds. But the operating profits graph shows a slight decline, which I guess is just due to what? Because the profits are already, like the maintenance and everything's already in the total profits, isn't it?
It's possible that it simply didn't, the changes that you've implemented probably just didn't reflect yet on the graph yet.
Interesting.
I don't know when it updates. So it's possible that, it updates before you've done your
Maybe.
changes.
Oh yeah, the last one is October I've got.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's gonna actually appear soon. Here at the end of February, or maybe mid-February, we'll see the next change.
Interesting. Oh, one of my old trains is off. Might have run out of fuel. Never mind. Never mind. So is that all the chat?
Let's have a look. Images here.
Hello. I mean, if
Hello.
if you're busy with other things, then
I'm
I
not
can
now,
also
I'm
look
not
over. I
now.
mean, I've
No,
got
No,
I can have-
I've done now.
I can have
I'm all
Twitch
right.
over on the side and periodically look myself if that's
No,
better.
it's fine, thank you. Wizard Trisel said before. Land, Scarlet, it's the only thing that lasts. Gone with the Wind.
Ah.
Was that impression spot on? I don't know if it was.
Mm.
Land, Scarlet, that's the only thing that lasts.
I don't think that that's 100% accurate, but
That's fair. Was the Code Marcus here? It's been such a long time. Hello.
hello.
And as well as FR Mr. T.
There we go, there's the operating profit graph update.
Account's 12 years old.
Huh.
I wanna know why I dropped. Probably ships.
But why did mine only grow that little? I don't understand.
I have no idea.
What about the income graph?
But yeah, Amy asks,
Nope.
how are you doing, Blue Blue?
Well, I've had a headache all afternoon and evening, so I've been better, but otherwise I'm okay. How are you?
Where's the try says, it's too long since I saw it. Assume it was a Georgia accent. Probably was, yeah, like southern US.
Although wasn't he from further north? Like wasn't he originally like a soldier or war reporter or something? It's been so long since I've seen the film. Oh, there we go.
These trains are not running full, but if they were, they would be making so much money. Holy sh! Oh my gosh.
Amy just
You
said,
you could
I
just
need to-
you could just buy 10,000 trains and the statement would still be true.
Oh my gosh.
Amy just says, I'm unwell.
Ah,
That was
Missed
the-
young people's, I think,
That-
session today. Sob, sob. Shouters, can I see Blue Blue's creational corner, please? I've heard great things about it.
sure, in a little bit.
Also, zip files downloaded neatly this time.
Ah, nice.
Wonderful. With try says, Roland was spoken by Scarlett's uncle, not by Rhett Butler.
Ah, well there we go then. So it would have.
Amichu? Wait, no, sorry. Wrong person. Blue?
I need to put buses in these towns, otherwise.
We are one. Jimmy and I are one.
Amy just says, hello.
No, you
why
were
is
not
Luton
meant.
the capital of New England?
Sorry, say again?
Why is Luton the capital of New England?
Oh yeah, I got a bit excited.
Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you that in a moment. I need to get buses in here, otherwise the
Oh god,
town.
there's Flowering as well. Wait, does that mean there's one in Brighton? No, not yet.
No, I didn't do it in Brighton. I considered doing it in Brighton, but I thought, no, if I want anywhere to be the capital, I want it to be Slough. And then I got a bit excited at all the buildings I replaced. I don't know what they do, but they look pretty.
No, they're just decorations.
Well, decorate they do.
One
Yep.
second. Okay, I've got a few buses there. So, where is this? Over in Slough? Oh! Ah, I see.
Something magnificent has grown.
Yeah, so the map currently looks like this. So the red is Eagle stuff. Eagle has a few fun little railways, or I think those are railways, just in the middle of nowhere. Some. And this long tendril coming down into our stuff down here. Blue has got these lines over here. So all this stuff. And then also, of course, around Slough, including an airport. And all the stuff that goes up here, and some of the stuff that goes down there.
That airport makes me bank.
Yeah. It will do that. Okay, so where was I building? By the way, you've still not connected Milton Keynes with your network.
Well, I'm getting closer and closer to it. At the moment, I'm building a roller coaster because I cannot bear the idea of doing complicated signal stuff. So I just thought, let's just go the wrong way round. The long way round.
That's brilliant.
In some ways, it is the wrong way round. Oh, whoops! I've placed the wrong track.
Okay, I've actually built high speed 1 now.
Good.
Like, actually upgrade the tracks to the high speed type.
Ooh, nice. Is there any chat?
I'm gonna get my hands on the next fast train.
Yeah, I just passed one up, so you should probably be getting that one pretty soon. Either that or blue.
Who? What? Hi.
Right, chat, sorry. Where was I? Okay, let's have a look. Right. Wasted Tries says, geez, lots of people are in here. Should I be worried it's going round? Ill here, sorry. Geez, lots of people are ill here. Should I be worried it's going round? Nah, it's gonna be fine. Don't think you can catch anything through chat. Images says, hello.
What small train is this?
We are one indeed.
Aww.
Heart. Oh, it's beautiful. I swear we're getting married. Asks Emichu. Was that the airport again? Then I said Fusion danced and merged just like the jar.part and jar files back in February, eh, Emichu? Emichu says, exactly, and the other way, that dang jar.part files. Also, where's the security craft mod, Shabadice? You deleted
Oh wow,
my
thank you.
things.
Oh, I just wanna see you out
No.
characterizing the
Hold
operating
on.
graph.
The keys were from the storage drawers, and storage drawers is still part of it. I did remove security craft. So I removed quite a few mods that are nice but not strictly necessary. But most of them don't add world generation stuff. So if we run the game and it turns out to be going smooth and there's no performance issues as we build things up, then we can add those in later without issues. So just for starters, to get things going, I removed not all, but a lot of the nice but not necessary mods, which yeah, that's also what I said in the message.
I don't think the storage mod is very fair because now I can't steal from anyone.
Why?
Well, if you've got keys, I can't just go into Jamie's backpack.
Well, the backpack isn't part of it. The keys are specifically for the storage drawers storage system.
Oh, fine, then I'm going in everyone's backpack. I'll take your camera any day of the week.
Anyway,
That reminds me. It was so funny. That was so funny. Back in the old modded world, when
that's why I wanted blue. No.
when I had the invisibility potion and took a photograph, and you turned around thinking, and Jamie turned around thinking that it was you, and you were muted and running after Jamie, so you couldn't tell them that it wasn't you.
Oh.
That was fun. For me.
Yeah, it was evil. Put me on the spot, made me look like a criminal. I have never done any wrongdoing.
Who framed Albastro 916?
Sure.
Amichu actually wasted try says, whereas in reality, airports are giant monkeys. Money sinks. Yeah. Amichu says, Kanga, chat. Shout maybe have the chat in the corner so you can see, darling. Keep the Kanga on its toes. Toes, blue. Winking.
Oh, Jamie.
Security mods on my doors would be nice. Does Amichu? And I said, sorry for
Why don't you want me through the door? Perpetual silence.
Yeah. I mean, we can... If things go smoothly performance-wise, then there shouldn't be any issues with adding it back in. I was already... Like, I removed those mods with the intent of adding them back in gradually as needed, so...
Oh. I said, sorry for neglecting chat. I was typing quite a long message, so I was distracted. Done now, though, so I'll be more attentive going forwards. Yes, that's true. Emichu says...
Is it?
Yeah, it was. Emichu says, that's why I want it, Blue. No! Shower dice, give me my padlocks. You are a criminal, darling.
I have never done any wrongdoing at all in my life. Please don't do a background check.
I mean, it'll just be a green screen, won't it?
Actually, I did do some wrongdoing today. I accidentally evaded security at the O2. In that I didn't realise that there was security. I didn't just like words. I went in, sort of stood at the door, sort of looking around. No one stopped me. I just started walking, and so it was only when I left and I went, oh, everyone's having their bags checked. Was I meant to do that? That I realised I just waddled in. So the security's not very good there, is what we've learned today.
What are you suggesting people should do with that knowledge?
I'm not suggesting they do anything. I'm just making an observation.
No incentivizing.
Well, I mean, it's not even like I ran in. I stood right in front of one of the staff, and he didn't even react.
Amichu says, objection.
To what? To whom?
No. Our marriage.
About you never having done anything wrong, I guess. Codemonker says, or criminally at least. Codemonker says... Codemonker says,
Yes, hello.
First message, hello there, good evening. Says, what's that missing piece of rail down there?
What, where?
That missing piece of rail. Oh, it's right in the corner, look at that.
Eh?
Right there.
Oh yeah. That is
Thank you.
definitely good to have back.
Southwest of Erridge at the next curve. Okay, that's it, right?
Thank you.
Is that it? Yeah, it is. Lovely. Amichu says, you ran in, hiding in shadowy corners, ducking around security cameras.
I walked in the single door. There was one door. I walked in. I stood right in front of the staff member, looked around going, ooh, what's what? Stood there for like a good minute, and then slowly walked onwards, and he did not stop me. I didn't even know if there were security cameras, so there probably were, but I was not avoiding them because I did not see them. I am very well behaved, thank you.
Are you now?
I like to think so. When I'm asleep, I am.
Nice.
That's the catch.
Okay, let's see.
Image says, you dashed in, weapons concealed, objection.
Oh,
Let's have a
geez.
look in my bag and see what could have been a weapon today. In my bag, I have got my travel card. That's very dangerous. I could run away on the bus. I've got a hair tie. That is very dangerous. I could give them a makeover.
Yeah, that you
I've
really
got-
don't want that. That's.
I've
I
got a
mean-
comb.
Sorry. I'm joking. I'm
No,
joking.
this is dangerous. I've got some Tic Tacs. I could throw them all over the floor and everyone would go flying. That's pretty much it. That's all I've got in my bag.
Wow.
So no weapons. Oh, I did have a hairbrush earlier as well.
Oh,
That's not
there
in
we
the bag
go.
anymore.
There we go.
Nope, that's not a offensive weapon.
If
That's
I'm going to
practically a
commit-
baseball
I'm
bat
gonna
with
do it
bristles to really
beautifully.
think about it.
Yes, I suppose it is a bit.
Ways to Try says, okay, just to follow up, not that it matters, but Scarlett's uncle spoke with an Irish accent, and she even calls him
Ah.
Irish after he says the line. Okay.
I see. That I had not remembered that detail.
I've only seen Gone with the Wind once.
Many years ago, yeah.
Many years ago. Like 10 years ago at this point. Around about there. So I don't remember that.
My train line has 1% usage.
It's better than zero. Image says, why is my Java full screen, Shabba Dice? Check checks. Yum
So
yum.
why is your what full screen?
Java.
Sorry. I'm not sure I
I
follow.
guess Minecraft Java edition? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean Java? Java is full screen. What do you mean
Excuse me.
Java?
What did I do?
Do you mean
I
Java edition? I never have it full screen. Well, yeah, but what do you mean? What do you mean Java? I cannot put it Windows. Minecraft. Okay, Minecraft.
Oh,
Java
Minecraft.
edition. Okay.
Um,
And what has done this?
None of them. If you go in the main menu and you go into options, there should be in video settings should be a thing about full screen.
And video settings.
Hmm?
And video settings.
What do you mean?
Nah, it's
What?
a bit, nah, it's fine. It's alright. I've done that. Shadow dies.
I didn't do anything about that.
Someone's unhappy.
What's your resolution set to
That
in
might
video
be it.
settings?
That might be it. Your mods have corrupted my Windows screen.
Nope. I don't believe that that's the case.
Can you change the launcher?
You can You can type in a
Yeah,
resolution in the
actually,
launcher if you
Do
want to.
that.
In the
I put it
version
down.
settings.
Okay, you put it down. So did it work? Or did you mean you put the problem down to figure out at a later date? What do you mean? You put the resolution down. Okay. So did that work? And it's still full screen. Okay. Does my face? Huh?
So what?
Look like it worked. I guess not. Okay. Yeah. You've got a point there. What? Maybe if you did try limiting the resolution its target set, maybe there's a command you put into the launch settings that forces window mode. Is that a thing?
I'm not sure. I think there might be a settings file where you might be able to modify directly, but that really shouldn't be the case. Like none of the mods at all impact the window itself or anything like that. I don't think mods can even do that, other than maybe Optifine, perhaps, but we don't have that installed, so
Emma says, "This playful anger, by the way. Don't worry, don't worry. Excellent.
It's rained.
Ruined." Emichu does eagle impressions.
Okay, so I'll have to keep an eye on these. Well, actually, I can look at the station at the stations in a bit. Okay, so are there any other... Actually, I suppose I could... Oh, well, that one's pretty nice. I suppose I could connect this via bus to Urridge.
Or Earridge.
Perhaps.
Emichu says, "Also figure out why Bedrock wasn't loading.
Oh, why?
What was the issue? The solution was embarrassingly simple.
You weren't logged in?
Was it the VPN? That shouldn't be different. Shouldn't make a difference. Wizard Try says VPN. Wait, VPN though? You can't even start Minecraft Bedrock with a VPN running. Okay. That's odd though. That's odd. Oh, there's a label, look at that, on the right.
I know.
There's me, please. Wizard Try says, when did this game start? The map you playing? Quite recently? Literally last week.
Yes.
Literally 1 week ago. We had one stream on the map.
Ding bong, bing bong, it is midnight.
Yeah, and we do have to end on time this time because there are some other things that are time constrained. But hey,
may I have your attention, please?
Maybe. But hey, I managed to... I'm still confused by why the operating profits graph is consistently...
Inconsistent.
No, it is consistent. It's just not reflecting the change that I thought it would.
Maybe it's a bit tired today.
What do you have going on?
Emichu says...
Because...
Emichu says, yep. Gonna work on that sound tonight, by the way, Shower Dice.
Ah, thank
or
you.
rather, the graffiti.
Thank you. I look forward to it.
Soft blue, they're trying to take me away from you, or you away from me.
My trains are stuck, Jamie.
The game's paused.
Oh, okay. My trains are not stuck. It's fine.
Bickley.
Wow.
I mean...
Right, thumbnail.
Oh, right.
Emichu says, I'm holding you back, like Mr. Incredible. Incredible. Just Scottish there. Like Mr. Incredible. Irish, yeah, okay, Irish, whatever. Sorry, that was Scottish.
And that's the wrong one.
Yeah, one of those. Just Nordic Britain, I guess. Nordic, I don't know.
What? Are you sure? That makes sense.
No.
I like the ballast color of the rail assets you're using, Eagle. Although, going vertically, they do look a little weird. As though they're not aligned properly.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a bumpy ride.
Just a little high-speed wiggle.
Hey, that's why you've got tilting trains.
Yeah, exactly.
It balances it
I
out.
actually don't need these tracks because the standard overhead wire tracks already allow for 250 speed, which is what the maximum of the APT anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast
Right,
the
there,
high speed
like, I mean, there's
can
so much
go.
stuff down here that I could exploit.
Limington, look at that, Limington on.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I want
right
to...
next to Newcastle.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna put a station in here, and then have these two connected to the same one, and then I'll probably extend this line that comes over from St. David's up to that station as well. And so that's not the terminus, that Alderley is not the terminus.
Orderly.
Sure, guys.
Yes.
That's more chat.
I'm looking at the operating profit graph and at the amount of money we made, you and I,
Yeah.
and it makes sense. Your position down there. Like when it comes to the trains, we make about the same amount of money per year.
Mm. Well.
When it comes to road vehicles, I am more than double.
I meant,
your revenue.
yeah, I meant so in regards to the position, I meant the change in position. Because when it went from, so last year was my total profit, well not last year, but a couple of years ago, it was at about 2 million, and then it jumped up to almost 10 million. But the operating profit graph went down slightly. So that's what confuses me.
That's chat.
It could have been that simply a lot of stuff managed to get delivered at the same time. Especially if you have been doing changes like sending trains to depot for replacement. They tend to queue up with all their cargo still in them and then, you know, unload at the same time, which can...
Well, no, I've been consistently... I've been consistently above 9 million for the last couple of years now.
Hmm. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm consistently making 60 million.
Congratulations. Okay.
Well, 30 million. Pounds. In pounds. Oh yes, the seals. Yeah. I'm happy about the Alex's Mobs mod.
Right, okay. There's the link as well, thank you. Right, so where was I? I'm holding on. I'll wait there for my single player world loaded. I'm gonna let a train go now. Whee, seals! Two seals, hello! I said, huh? IRL? I didn't know what was Minecraft, about Minecraft, most messages. Where's the try says, the tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. Blondie. Just quoting. Okay. Don't know that, but I trust that the lyrics are accurate. Emichu says, no, Minecraft. I asked, oh, alright. Emichu, Alex's Mobs?
Alex's Mobs, yes.
Emichu says, yeah. I said, donkey. There's the picture. Emichu says, stock trader sounding ass there, Paradise.
Sorry, what?
Stock trader sounding ass there, Paradise. Above 9 million over the past 2 years. Okay, that's all of chat. If I have not missed anything, I don't believe I have. If I have, please let me know, as I said.
Where can you see? Anyway, yeah, we do need to end now. Industry chains. There we go.
Yep.
Select cargo goods. Anyway, I'm gonna close now.
Anyways, thank you everyone for watching.
Yes.
We hope you've enjoyed. Have a wonderful rest of your days, evenings, mornings, afternoons, whatever, whenever, wherever you are. Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thank you.
And if you hate it, remember to dislike.
Yes, but please, not my point of view.
Anyway.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Emichu says, pumpkins, I love you, blue, and the rest of you, I suppose.
So,
I hate you too, Jamie.
So, see you tomorrow evening, Jamie.
And Eagle.
Eagle?
Right?
On Sunday?
Oh, Sunday. Oh, yeah, of course, sorry. Monday, yeah. Monday. For some reason I thought it was Sunday. It is Sunday now. That's why, because on the clocks it says it's Sunday now. So I thought, okay, tomorrow's going to be Monday, but no, Sunday's just starting, so whatever. Oyster Try says, good night all, sweet dreams, see you on the Concorde. Yeah, are they putting them back in service? That'll be something. Moni says, thanks and bye. Yes, thanks, Moni. MHUE quotes. Indeed. Anyway, good night.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao.